Hey Flosstube, welcome to Creative Home Studio. Hey guys, do I have stuff to tell you? So happy that I got to go to the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat, which is now from here on out will be known as Farmgirl Gatherings. I have all kinds of fun things to share with you, but I'm going to wait and do that towards the end of the video in case that's something that you're really not interested in. So I'm going to start out with just my normal routine of how I do my Flosstube. So life update, well, basically, I think I uploaded my video. Yeah, I uploaded it actually in my hotel room when I got to Amana. So basically, my life has been just, you know, the retreat. I got home Sunday night, and I wanted to record yesterday, but while I was away, we got a new furnace and new air conditioner and heat pump installed, and they had to finish it up Monday morning, so I wasn't able to like do my normal morning routine, and I'm like, I'll just wait and do it tomorrow. I feel refreshed, let's just put it that way. So announcements. Before starting this video, I recorded my new release video, so you will see that. That will be uploaded actually before this video. So, or no, I think I was going to drop that video tomorrow, Wednesday. Whatever. I think, yeah, that's right. I was going to upload this one, upload the other one tomorrow. That's right. So, November 1st, we're going to start shipping our new releases. So you'll see that video tomorrow, and then, you know, if you see anything in there that you want, get a hold of your LNS and they can place an order, you know, with me, obviously, but they can kind of collect how many they should order. You know, I went through that whole pre-ordering thing in my last new release video, or just recently anyways. It helps out the shops. It kind of helps us out too, because they place their orders early enough, and then a lot of times we'll have a week before we start shipping, so that gives us a week to make sure we have enough things in stock. So, all right. For Q&A, I just had one question. Lori asked, what is the Midwest Cross Stitchers Retreat, and is it open to anyone? So Farm Girl, Michelle Ruedy, she is the one that puts on that retreat. She is renaming it, like I said. She had her Instagram and her Facebook account hacked. I think it's because her Gmail got hacked, which was attached to those accounts, and it really knocked her for a loop. I mean, that's just a lot of work to try to get, you know, back into that. But she, so now she has an Instagram. It's Farm Girl Dry Goods. She has a website, Farm Girl Dry Goods. And then her retreats will be Farm Girl Gatherings from now on. So just so you know, the name's going to change. But I will link all her information below too in the description box. But she puts on a spring retreat. She puts on a fall retreat. She opens it up to her Patreon members first. And then if it doesn't fill, she announces it on Instagram. And they usually fill up really quickly. So you want to make sure to follow her if you want to kind of be in the loop on when those things are available for purchase. I'm super excited to be the guest designer at the Spring 2022 retreat in May. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've been to her retreats twice, and they are just so much fun. This last one was magical because, so the last year when I went, it was my very first time going to a retreat ever. And I went in there not knowing anybody. The only people I knew, I felt like I knew because I watched them on Flosstube. So, you know, Lisa Smith, Kindred Stitcher, Michelle Ruedy, of course, Farm Girl Loves Goats was what her YouTube and all that was. So, like, I knew of people from their Flosstube videos. But anyways, they made me feel really welcome, and I made some good connections, made some new friends there, and then got to see them all again, you know, this last weekend, and then also made a lot more new friends because last year in 2020, there was about half the amount of people there that normally attend because of COVID. So this, you know, last year there was like 35 people, 30 to 35 people. This year there was 75 people. So I got to meet so many people that I feel like I know from Flosstube and have been wanting to meet and looking forward to it. And it was really nice. Well, I'm going to get to the retreat stuff later. So anyways, so yes, I answered your question in a rather long way, which I always just tend to do. So, okay, whips. While I was at the retreat, I did work on some of my cross stitch, and then I started a new punch needle. Let me go grab them because, of course, I don't have them right here in front of me like I should. So the first thing I worked on when I was there was Sally Emerson. I know I tell you guys this every week, but in case somebody is just starting to watch me, they kind of need to be filled in. So you're going to hear me repeat this every time I show my whips. But this is Sally Emerson. This was a Patreon design that I gave to Tier 4 back in July of 2021. The stitch count is 166 by 88. This is an original design by me. This design will be available in Nashville 2022 in a book form with 2 other patterns. So I have the other 2 patterns being stitched by model stitchers, but I decided to chip in and do this one myself. So here's what it's going to look like when it's done. And before I went, I had the roof outlined. So basically I filled in the roof. I'm very proud of myself to even get that much done. And then this little brown part on the chimney was not there on that one. So I did that little piece and then I filled in the roof. So I am cruising along. I'm really hoping to maybe get the rest of that house done by my next floss tube. I don't know. It's already Tuesday. So I'm not going to hold my breath, but you know, goals. Gotta have goals. So any of you that have went to a retreat, you know, there's not a ton of stitching that goes on. It's more about visiting with people, and when you're in Amana, it's about shopping. So for me, it was a lot of shopping. Then one day I decided to get out my Kindness is Free. Kindness is Free is a freebie that I gave away. I don't even know. Oh gosh, hold on. I got my needle. Hold on, I gotta put my needle in my fabric here. I don't even know, when did I come out with this? Oh, it says right on there, August. So in August, I came out with this freebie. You can get it on my website. I will have it linked in the description box below. Thank you for your input, Athena. So while I was there, I stitch in hand, so I bunched that up. Sorry, it's all wrinkly. I finished the cat. His little tail was, I think, done only to here. I finished his tail, and I think I put his legs in. I can't remember. And then I started on the puppy dog over here. And then I see I have a stitch coming out, so I don't know what the heck I don't know what I did there. I gotta fix that. Oh, and then I put these 2 brown stripes in on the bird's tail. So yeah, I did the tail, I did all that and that. As far as how much I'm going to get done on that this week, I don't know. I'd rather get that house done. But this, once I get that dog done, I think there's like a couple hearts. I guess I should show it to you. There's like a couple hearts. And let's see. Oh yeah, there's a couple quilt blocks. I forgot. But those won't take long. So yeah, once I get this dog done, I got to put this heart in. This heart. I already have those in. What else?
Yeah, so I had this heart, and then these two things. These two quilt blocks. And, oh yeah, I got to finish down here on the border. I have just a little bit more to go. So it's very possible I could get that done this week. Maybe I'll focus on getting that done this week and then put the rest of my energy into Sally Emerson. I did not work on my other two whips at all. My other two whips are a Stacy Nash. No, it's Carriage House Samplings. A Merry Christmas Quaker or something like that. And then my other one is Barbara Anna, All Creatures Great and Small. I did not even take those with me because I knew I wasn't going to work on those. And then I started a new punch needle. I'm not going to show you what it's going to look like when it's done. I'm just going to show you little bits and bobs as I get them done, as I get things punched, okay? So obviously I didn't do much because I think I started on this. I think I started on this, and then Brenda Gervais, she was the guest designer at the retreat, and she had her presentation. So this went bye-bye because then I focused on her stuff. And anyways, so this is going to be a new release for Nashville. So you'll get to watch me punch it, and then you'll see it kind of come to life, and then you'll know that that design will be available in March at the Nashville Needlework Market. So that's it for my whips. I have one. It's not really even a complete finish. My dog just tooted. Like, I was talking, so I don't think you could hear it. It's like, really, we really don't need any of that teeny woo. So this is called Row of Sheepies. This was something that we painted in CW Live. So last week, the class is on Tuesday nights. So I had this class Tuesday night, and I left Wednesday morning for Amana for the retreat. So class is at 7. I think we painted till 9, 9:30, maybe even. And I put the crackle on, and then I left the next day. So I was thrilled when I came home to see how good the crackle turned out. I want to see if you can see it. Oh yeah, you can see some of that crackle. So I was really pleased with some of the, I don't know, it's really not showing up that great. Oh, there's some good crackle for you. No crackle on the bird. More crackle. Yeah, so I was really happy with the crackling on the background. So the only thing I have left to do on this is to go over it with raw umber wash to fill in those crackles, and then put the matte varnish on, because see how it's all shiny? Ew, I don't like that. I don't like shiny. No shiny new. I like grungy and crackly and rusty crusty. Okay, I have one person that sent in something to be shown that they finished. So Debbie Fry, thank you so much for sending in your Jack, what is it called? Oh my Lord. I'll just put the title up there too because I can't remember the name of it. But she stitched it on 32 count gingerbread Lugana. She added a button for the moon, and she finished it on an old Reader's Digest book, which I think is very cool. So thank you so much, Debbie, for sending that in. And if any of you have finished one of my patterns and want to have the finish shown here on my Flosstube, just email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com. Let me know what you stitched it on and how you finished it, and I will share it in my next Flosstube. Next, we're going to go on to haul. I'm going to insert a video of my haul because this whole table was full of bags and I couldn't deal with it. I had to get stuff put away yesterday, so enjoy this short little video. It's Monday, I don't even know, 18th, I think, October 18th. Just got back from the retreat, the Midwest Cross Stitchers retreat that Michelle Ruedy puts on. is now going to be called Farmgirl Gatherings. So cute. So just got back from that last night. For me, it was about 8.5 hour drive, depending on how much I stop. Anyways, Monday, hair, don't care. I hate wearing my hair back, but it is what it is. We are getting a new furnace and air conditioner. They started on it last week when I was gone, and they're here today to finish it up. So I'm down here in the studio earlier than I normally am, and the dogs were barking, and I just thought I'm gonna go down in the studio, so I didn't have time to do my hair. Okay, while I was away, Primitive Gatherings showed up, so I wanna go through an unboxing with you for that. All of this back here, all of this was my result of antiquing in Amana, Iowa. I had the best time in so many ways. I was telling the girls that, you know, when I'm home, I'm like a workaholic, and not in a bad way. I love what I do, so I don't consider it like work. It's all, you know, not all, most of it is all being creative. So I love it. So basically, you know, Monday through Saturday, I'm home. I really don't go anywhere. I'm in my studio, I'm at the house, whatever. And then Sunday we go to Mass and we get groceries afterwards, and that's my life. It might sound boring to you, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So when I do go out, and I shopped a lot when I was in Amana, let's just say that. Instead of stitching a lot, I shopped a lot because, number one, the town of Amana, the colonies are fabulous just to walk through it. The buildings and the houses and the stores are just adorable. Plus, they have many antique places, and there's a couple that are super expensive, but it's just fun to still go through because they have really unique things. And then there are others that are reasonably priced. My favorite one is It's Smokehouse Antiques is what I was calling it, but it's Smokehouse something Antiques. Anyways, the best antique store I've ever been in my entire life. It was chock full of amazing things. I got a lot of sewing accoutrement there. I got 2 sewing birds there. I've never even had one. So I found 2 there. I found all kinds of antique like sewing needles, and I'll show you that though. That's a whole nother thing. I'm not doing that haul right now. But anyways, just wanted to say that I spent a lot of time antiquing when a lot of people were, you know, at the stitching room, and because I can stitch at home, and I have some cool antique stores around me, but I just don't get out. I don't visit them, maybe but once a year, if that. So I really had fun shopping. I had, you know, and when I was in the stitching room, I had a blast. But I'm here to do an unboxing of Primitive Gatherings. I have been stocking up on my wool for wool applique. I have been sketching a lot, keeping in mind that the designs I do from here on out, I want them to be good for punch needle, cross stitch, and wool applique. Not everything. I mean, I'm not going to quit doing samplers because samplers don't lend themselves to wool applique. But anyways, I'm stocking up on wool. I'm really excited. I'm hoping in November, I'm not hoping, I will make it happen. In November, I'm going to make my first wool applique of one of my designs. I have a couple people that I can, you know, have them make my models, but I need to do some myself and know a little bit about it before I really get into designing and sending out things to be stitched for models. Without further ado, Old Black Betty, is that not absolutely gorgeous? Well, before it got light, it was more accurate color. I don't know. Our cameras do weird things, don't they? This one is a bittersweet. Oh my Stunning. What is this color? Oh, terracotta. Green tea and sweet pea. A taupe. I don't know if they have a name for this little pack, but it's just, look. So that's the taupe grouping. Love. Rust solid. It's mottled. I don't know why they're calling it a solid. Oh, probably because it doesn't have a pattern on it. Here's another one of those little packs. This one is Saltbox. Look at the gorgeousness of those colors. Oh, I got a lot of those. Ooh, sage. Like, these are just so juicy. I'm so excited to start designing. Mustard. So I'm going to be doing a lot of smalls, as well as, like, I drew out this bed cover. It's not like a bedspread. It's not going to come all the way down on the side of your bed, but over your bedspread, just on the top part of your bed, I designed something that will take, you know, quite a bit to put together. But when I first start out, I'm going to do small things. Some, you know, I just have so many ideas, guys. It doesn't turn off. I was telling the girls at the retreat, you know, I wish sometimes there was a switch in my head and I can turn it off so that I could sleep better. But, like, the creativity, and I thank God for it, it never ends. It never ends. And I'm always sketching. There's something will pop in my head and I have to run and draw it out. Or if I'm somewhere I don't have something to draw with, I put in my phone, I have a list of ideas and I kind of explain it so that it will trigger that thought. Because if I don't, other creative thoughts come to mind, and then those other ones are back in the files and sometimes I can't pull them up. So, but you know, it's a blessing and a curse. It's more of a blessing than a curse, but it's hard, really hard for me to settle down and shut my mind off at the end of the day. Buttermilk, oatmeal, and dirty snowman. Are these coming in? Squash, rusty pumpkin, redware, and pumpkin. So just look at these. Let's put these all together. Just absolutely stunning. I got a lot, so I'm going to kind of go a little quicker. Acorn, mummy brown, seal brown, ooh, 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 ooh. Chestnut, old green covered, Santa's beard. Like, seriously, how cool is that? It's showing up a little bit light. Let me, if I hold it back here, maybe. It's kind of it's a really nice, like, to me it looks kind of oatmealish, but Union, chili bean, Christmas, houndstooth. Now, this is a little bit bright for me, but you know, there's sometimes, like, I prefer a burgundy, but look at those two together. I mean, that's gorgeous. And that brighter red will be good for, like, berries, like on the end of a feather tree or something like that. Sand, golden pond, God, that's showing, it is kind of a green, but it's showing really green on the camera. My stack's about to fall over. Lisa's green. Must be her favorite green. Black herringbone. Ooh. Saltbox in a big chunk. Oh, and Saint Nick. I love this one. It's more faded. Oh, really more antique-y looking. Khaki and taupe. So khaki and taupe. I know, I've ordered a lot, guys. But, ooh, I don't like this one at all. You know, because I'm ordering this online, so, you know, the computer. Oh, I don't like this one at all. Sunflower. It's really, really, really bright. Now, straw next to it. I would use straw for like sunflowers and stuff. I don't know. This one is really bright. Too bright for me. Tomato. Bronze. Bronze green. Oh, I love these greens. Swamp. And mud puddle. Look at mud puddle and swamp. Oh! I'm running out of room here. Wow. Stone. Christmas herringbone. Toffee. Willow. Sorry, I'm doing this maybe too quick. Willow. Pumpkin houndstooth. And pumpkin plaid. Ooh. And a big, huge piece of honey. So I am very happy to have so much amazing wool now in stock to start designing and making models. Michelle Ruedy, her and I had a conversation before the retreat, just over the phone, and she was very helpful. And you know, kits sell. I mean, who doesn't love a kit? You buy it, you have all the pieces you need to make that project. Well, she asked me if we were going to do kits, and to start out, we're not. If we were to do kits, we would have to hire someone and clean out the other side of the workshop side of the studio. We would need to clean that out for someone to be able to make kits. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but it's not going to happen right away, okay? So anyways, the other thing is, you know, hand-dyed wools are really expensive. So there's going to be some parts of a design that you don't necessarily need a hand-dyed wool, you know. So she told me about this textile company where I can get homespun fabrics and different things, and I can mix homespun fabrics with the wool, and just, you know, not just using wool. So anyways, I'm working on setting up an account with this company. So we'll just see how that goes. I don't know. But anyways, thank you, Michelle. I don't know if she watches my videos, but she was very kind and helping me out, you know. But I'm going to put a link below to her website, farmgirldrygoods.com, I believe is what it is. She is selling kits, wool applique kits, and it's a ton of work what she does. It really is. And, you know, and then cuts it to make the kits, and holy cow, it's a lot of work. Just go check her out. She has some amazing kits on there. I'm just excited and I can't wait to really dive into this. And I mean, just I look around my studio and I can see things like, oh, that would be really, like I have a punched rug hanging on my wall. It's a scarecrow. He's sitting on a pumpkin. Like that would be will applique in a heartbeat, you know? So I have tons of art that would lend itself to will applique. So I'm really excited. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Sorry, boo-boo. Hi, guys. Tomorrow is Tuesday, the 19th, October 19th, and I'm going to do my Flosstube tomorrow. But I decided to go ahead and do my haul now because I can't do my Flosstube with this table full of all of this stuff. So I'm going to show you all of the things, amazing things that I got while I was antiquing in Amana. Is it Amana? I think it's Amana. Amana, Iowa. I always want to say Amana. Amana. Anyways, okay, so there were several antique shops there, but this one in particular is not on the main drag. It's like a block behind the main street, okay? It's called Smokehouse Square Antiques. I went there, I think I only had like an hour and a half to shop, and then it was lunchtime at the retreat, so I didn't want to miss that because the food's amazing at Price Creek. Plus I was hungry because I didn't eat breakfast, so I got what I could get in that amount of time, and I told her I would come back because I wanted to come back. There was a lower level, so I wanted to check that out as well. I found some sewing things there. I was really excited. So I ended up going back, I think later that day. And then, long story, I didn't have cash. She couldn't take a check or a credit card because it was already discounted. Some of the booths were having a 15% off, and they won't take a credit card for that because that's another 5% that the person that runs the booth loses, so it's more like 20% off, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't have cash. So she held my stuff, and then the next day, Saturday afternoon, I went back, so I went to the ATM and got cash. Okay, so I went there 3 times, you guys, 3 times. And, I'll try to remember where I bought what, just so you can see the amazingness that is that store. Okay. Did not get this there. I can't remember which store I got this in, but I have one of these. Oh, I have one I can see right now. And then I have another one that I put a punch needle on. But I can see I have another one right here. These are just little kids. Well, actually, I want to say they're little kids like dustpans, but actually someone said they're like what you would keep by your fireplace to scoop up any soot or anything that you want to get rid of. Who knows if it's a child's thing or not, but I had this one, and then I got another one, and I like this one. It's a little bit more of an orangey red. So when I'm antiquing, the things that I'm looking for are sewing accoutrement and finishing things. I also like to collect old books, even though I use them in my finishing. They're also nice to decorate with. And boards. I got this board at the Smokehouse Square Antiques, and it was really reasonable. Still has like the original paint on it. All right, so she had, in one of the booths, this vendor had 2 really big photo albums with like the plastic things that you slide the pictures in. Well, instead of pictures, in those plastic sleeves were sewing accoutrement, and each thing was $5. Okay, so I'll just show you some of the fun things I got out of that.
This is so cute. And she just cut it out of the book. So I haven't opened it to see if there's any needles actually in there, which I don't care if there's needles in there or not. Oh, there's a ton of needles in there. But what I loved about it is this vintage picture of the mom and daughter stitching together. And then my sweet friend Kathy Lounsbury, she had a great idea. She said to copy this. You know, I have a nice scanner and I could scan and copy that and then laminate them and then cut them out in the shape and then put holes in them for a floss drop. Cute, 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 cute idea. And then this is just a little tiny thing. Just a little tiny thing of needles. I just thought it was cool. And I can actually want to display that over here with my other sewing things. I got this 40 finest glass head pins. It says Prims on it. Super cool. Made in Germany for William Prime Incorporated, Dayville, Connecticut. There you go. Isn't that cool? Another sewing book. Sweetheart Needle Book. This one, the needles are falling out all over the place. Same thing. This could be used, or I could make these into floss drops as well. Love this, the Army and Navy Needle Book. It says Iowa on it. And oh, inside are all the needles. I mean, good golly. Look at all these needles. But what really got me is the eagle on the back. And then this I thought was really cool. I'll read it to you. It says, long ago, we used needles carved from bones for everything. Next, we made steel needles by hand from a piece of ulu or woman's knife. If a woman lost her steel needle, she would have to use a bone needle again. It's kind of like punishment, I think, for being careless. Our thread is sinew from the legs of caribou or reindeer, or from the backbone of whales. We roll it and twist it between our hands to make it strong. We still use sinew for sewing parkas and mukluks. The thimble may be made from skin of ugruk or bearded seal, or from other leather. We always wear our thimble on our first finger next to the, and I can't see what it says after that. Move this paper. Oh, next to the thumb. I don't know what this paper's for. This was from Alaska, but it's really cool. It shows the bone needle, and look at that thimble. Eskimo thimble, needle and thread. And that's sinew. Isn't that cool? It's just a little piece of history that I thought was cool. $5, why not, right? I got 2 sewing birds. I've wanted one for so long, and they're just, I don't know, at least in Michigan, they're so hard to find. So this was the first one that I found. The lady that worked there, her name was Annie. Maybe if I hold it against me, my black switch. And yeah, my hair, I'm sorry, I haven't done my hair today. Isn't it amazing? This is hand forged. It's so cool. Yeah, so cool. So I was so happy to get that. She showed me that because she knew I was looking for sewing items. Well, then the next day when I went back, I found this one. And I think I actually like this one better. It's not hand forged, but I love the bird on it. Isn't that cool? So basically these were used, they would attach them. This vise would attach to your sewing table as you're sewing, and then you put your pins in there. I love it. So yeah, I got 2 of them. I love them so much. This I did not get there, I don't believe. I got that at a different antique place, but again, I'm always looking for things for finishing. To put a punch needle or a cross stitch here, and then you could write something or leave that blank or do something there. And then I got this. I think this was like $5. Look at how grungy that is. Grungy. So these are metal crayon holders. Have you ever seen such a thing? I haven't opened it, but basically you can see from the picture, like this is a regular crayon, and then you put this metal piece, it fits over your crayon so your crayon doesn't break. Duh, isn't that just the coolest thing? Cedar Rapids, Iowa, made in the USA. I don't know that these are real old, but I think they're cool. Oh, that's the other thing I collect. Anything has to do with art. Love this cool piece. I know, basically a grungy old piece of barnwood with this like ceiling tile, tin ceiling tile on it, which is super cool. I'll probably just use it like it is, or just hang it on the wall like it is, because it's so awesome looking. I love it. And then when I went back for the third time to Smokehouse Square Antiques, I found these. And I don't know if you guys remember, but I did a finish on an old chalkboard. Not too long ago I posted it. I'll look for you real quick. So yeah, this is a chalkboard, an old chalkboard, and I put my hens in the garden on that. So yeah, I'm always, like I said, always searching for finishing pieces that make it unique. When I went back the third time, I found these buttons. Look at the little card that the buttons are on. I just think it's really, really cute. I got 2 of them. I love this piece, and I want to do something really teeny tiny, cross stitch or a punch needle just to fill in that little centerpiece. I think that would be super cool. I got, where's the other books? I got some other books too, but this one, 50 Funny Animal Tales. And look at these foxes. I forget what they call that when animals are dressed up. I don't remember. But I actually think I want to read this book. I'm telling you right now. The Homeless Hare. I mean, is that hilarious or what? The Careful Cat. Big Brother Bear. Willful Wolf. Look at this bunny. I mean, you guys. The Funny Fox was the last one to leave. Look at this fox. So yeah, this book, I got it obviously because the color green, antique book. You know, I got it for finishing cross stitch or punch needle on it, but it's one of those books that I might actually just leave sitting out as an antique because it's so funny. Funny little stories. So when I went back the third time, Annie that works there. Now, Annie, she told me she lives 70 miles away from this shop. She also has another part-time job, but she drives 70 miles to work at this antique store because she said it's the best antique store she's ever been to as well. So she was so sweet, and she knew I wanted sewing things. So she found this and thought of me. So when I came back, she brought it to me. Look at how cute. Hold it against me so you can see. But look at the cute scissors and the little sewing strawberry. And then it's on this ribbon. How cute is that? So, so cute. I was very pleased. And then I found a lot of wooden spools. They had so many wooden spools there. So I was looking for ones that had a nice color like that blue. And then I bought some different sizes, and then some had metal around the end. So these are nice to, like if you need different heights in a display, you can set stuff on top of them, and they're just cool to have sitting around. I got a total of 5 of them. These are small ones. So cute. And then this is not an antique, but it looks old and very cool. And I think it would be neat to have it sitting by your sink, and you can put your, you know, your rings and the things that you wear every day. You could just set it in there by your sink. But look at that angel face. Oh, yeah, right there. Look how cute that is. I bought that at the Painted Cupboard. I love that store as well. Oh, and I'll have to insert a picture of a chair that I got at the Painted Cupboard. It's on my porch, on the deck of my studio. Okay, these also came from the Smokehouse Square Antiques. Good old George. It says, Washington, the father of his country. And when I buy postcards, I usually buy them if they have, especially if they have a date on the back, like a postage stamp date. Look how cute that is. The color in that one. So like on the back of this one was dated 1910. It says, hello, Gerard. I hear you are a pretty good boy, so guess I'll come around next Sunday night. And it says Santa Claus. How cute. Somebody sent that to, oh my gosh, how cute is that? I didn't read them. Like I said, I make sure that they have a stamp. This one says 1910. Here's another one, a Happy Christmas. I love this Santa. He's so cute. Santa's smile is big and broad. He's happy through and through because he knows that Christmas Day will find you smiling too. How cute. And then I love this one. I don't know. This one is just so antique-y looking to me. And then on the back of that one, this is 1910. Tell Santa you could keep the doll. I don't know. But I love them. Some more books that I got. I love these ones that have the color on the front. These are the ones I bought that they're all in German. But I thought this would be cool with a small piece on it, even if it just said like stitch something that says Merry Christmas. And with this red at the top, I love that. This one, Daily Life Language Series. But I like that it's a rusty orange and a nice deep burgundy. I do believe I already have one of these, but I think it's in my bathroom, in the studio bathroom. But anyways, when you find them, a lot of times they don't have the lid on them. Look at this little Christmas sock. Look at this little vintagey Christmas sock. It's kind of gross. I probably am going to try to hand wash it a little bit. But how adorable is that? This old fashioned, this reminds me of when I was a kid. We had plastic reindeer that look like that. All right, guys, I'm just about done. So I bought this cute little tomato for like $4.50. The other one that was with it was like $9. And it didn't look as old as this one. And she said, and this one didn't have a price on it. So I said, how much are these? And I told her there was one that was with it. I showed her what booth. And she said, well, this one's $9. She goes, this one's a lot nicer. She said, the one that you want isn't in as good a condition. So I'll give it to you for $4.50. And I was like, sold. Because I like this one better. Then I love this. I love weird shaped glass. Also, what's nice with these, when you're using Baldani thread, you put the ball in there and you can just punch, punch, punch away. Thank you, Jesus.
But it says, I don't even know how to say that, bochis? Barbecue steak relish, Dutch style mustard. That sounds really gross, but I thought the jar was awesome. And then last, but certainly not least, oh wait, I got a couple more books. Yeah, a couple more books that I bought at Amazing Grace Antiques. These are German, they're like calendars. But what I liked about it is I like the colors for finishing, but I like the drawings and stuff. Some of these would be really cool used in journaling, junk journaling, or whatever kind of journaling you want to do. I love the old pages and the old illustrations in there. So those two, and then last but not least, I got this really cute little ditty at the painted cupboard. It's an old little kid's like kitchen, I don't know, dollhouse cabinet. I don't know. It's a little bit too big for a dollhouse, Therese. But anyway, I mean, it's kind of scuffed up. It wasn't very much. But I thought it would be really cute. Some of that the sewing things that I got, to have them displayed on here somewhere in my studio. I thought it was cute. All right, so that's my antique haul. I think I did really, really good. And then I will insert the picture of the amazing chair that I bought at the painted cupboard. So yeah, if you ever get a chance to go to Amana and just go there for the weekend and spend the whole time shopping and eating at their restaurants and stuff, it's so worth it. It's just so worth it. So anyways, I have, oh, you know what? I could show you my haul. Just a little bit of haul that I got when I went to, so on my way there, I stopped at the Little Red Hen in Muscatine, I think it's Muscatine, Iowa. The Little Red Hen, there's their little sticker logo. But I bought these. I wish that kit wasn't on there. You know what, let me take it out. I just think these would make really cute Christmas presents. I mean, the little teeny tiny buttons and everything are included in here. Oops. So how cute is that? I want to do handmade gifts this year. And basically they're little stuffed pillows. So I also got some lizard litter or ground up walnut shells or whatever they're called. And this one too is, you know, you get it all sewn and then they give you a backing piece and you fill it with crushed walnut shells? Oh, crushed something. I don't know. I don't even know what I did with it now, but I just think it's really, really cute. So yeah, the Little Red Hen online. If you can't go there, you can always shop online. I love that they're kits. I think that's awesome. All right, bye guys. In that video, I forgot to show you guys a couple things that I purchased at the antique store. My favorite one, Smokehouse Square Antiques in Amana, Iowa. But look. Shiny Brights. Well, I don't know if both of them are Shiny Brights. This one has the Shiny Bright logo on it. And the plastic is all torn in the center on both of these. So I put that little ribbon on it, which is perfectly vintage and looks really cute on there. So I just like to use these for displays in my Christmas displays and for staging. So a lot of the purchases that I made when I was in Amana was because I'm photographing my fully finished pieces instead of just having a picture on my cover of the finished piece. Now I'm photographing them in little vignettes. I like it for several reasons. I like it, one, because you can see how I finished it or how I had someone else finish it for me, like, you know, having fun and make the pillows. But it just, I think, adds more interest when it's sitting in a vignette and people can have an idea of how they can display it. It gives it a little bit more
understanding of the size of it as well if it's in a vignette. So I was really on the hunt for some things that I can use in my staging. So these will be great. Before I get into the retreat, a few things that came while I was away. So I ordered on Etsy. It came, I forgot I ordered it. And when I saw this little pickle bag, I'm like, what in heaven's name did I order? And then it was wrapped in this, like a pattern, like an old-fashioned pattern. It's just very cool. So inside the pickle bag was this, and wrapped inside this was this ribbon that I bought. So the Etsy shop is Beach Flea Market, and this is cloth tape measure ribbon. So there were several different kinds, I think up to 5, but I bought just these 3. But how handy will this be for finishing, for, you know, staging of photos? But I mean, it looks like a real tape measure. So I got that color. I got this kind of yellow color, which I love that too. And then this yellow that's striped. So yeah, those are cool. I think my favorite one though is this one. So I'll have her shop linked below too if you're interested in some of the things that she offers. And then Stephanie Webb, as you all know, she's amazing. Lindy Stitches. I absolutely loved her kit, shiny things, and I was watching her Flosstube when she mentioned that once the kits are gone, you can't get them anymore. Well, I remember when she showed this on her Flosstube video the first time, and I was like, that is so stinking cute. But then when I saw her next Flosstube and she said once they're gone, and she didn't have that many left, I was like, oh. So I went and ordered one right away. I've never made a needle book, but I love that everything is included in here, and I just absolutely think that is so cute. So anyways, I placed that order with her, and then she emailed me asking me about a product that I make, and she was wondering how I did it and all these things. So I'm an open book. I shared it with her because she said, if you don't want to tell me it, that's completely understandable and not a big deal. And I'm like, girlfriend, I'm an open book. I feel that this world is big enough for all of us, and her art is so different than mine, and my, you know, it's like, I will share. I will tell you everything I know. It's not a whole lot. So anyway, I shared with her all this information, and we were, you know, talking back and forth, and she was asking questions, I was answering, and it was all good. And then the next thing you know, I get a refund for that kit. And I'm like, I emailed her back. I'm like, what are you doing? Don't refund me. And, you know, it was very gracious of her to do that. She did not need to do that, especially because it was a kit, not just a pattern. But that just shows you how amazing she is. She's just a delight. And we all agree, especially I forget who I was talking to at the retreat. And we all agree that Stephanie has the best hair on Flosstube. We all want your hair. So anyway, that was my haul from things that came in while I was away. And I'm going to do the giveaway real quick, and then I'm going to tell you all about the retreat and show you all the things that I don't know, accumulated during the retreat. Okay, so the giveaway 2 weeks ago, you had to use the word Christmas in your comment, and there was 3 winners because I'm giving away 3 Halloween waxers that are made by Stacy Nash's daughter, Taylor. Okay, so I want to get those out in the mail ASAP because like Halloween is a little over a week away. So I already did the random YouTube comment picker because recording that separately is just kind of a hassle. So the first winner was Diane Cubodo. I don't know, but I'm going to flash it on the screen here so that you all can see what her comment was. The second winner was Tony Sparks, and I'm going to show this on the screen and you can read her comment. And then the third winner is Nancy Gatz. And again, on the screen, I am showing her comment. So congratulations to Diane, Tony, and Nancy. Please email me at teresakogut3@gmail.com. I have my Gmail in the description box below in case you forget what it is. Get a hold of me ASAP. I'll get them in the mail so that you can have them for Halloween. I'm not doing a giveaway this week. I'm going to do a giveaway in my next video, and it will be for the new releases. So we're skipping the giveaway for this week. Okay, let's talk about the retreat. It was amazing. It was amazing. Okay, so I got there, and I got there on Wednesday. I don't even know. I left Wednesday morning, not as early as I had hoped. I ended up driving straight to the Little Red Hen in Muscatine, Iowa. I did not take video while I was there. You know, I didn't take a lot of video and pictures at the retreat, or I didn't take it of Brenda's pop-up shop. I didn't take it of all the Smalls gift exchange. I just really was living in the moment and just enjoying myself so much, and I just wasn't thinking about pictures and videos. So my apologies to you all, because I know that you enjoy seeing those things, but maybe next time. The Little Red Hen is an absolute amazing quilt shop. I could not believe the size of this place. I could not believe the models that they have hanging everywhere. It just is a delight for the eyes. I really didn't buy much because, you know, I design quilting fabric, and I'm about to get a big shipment of my first line. Plus I have bins and bins of fabric from when I used to design, you know, many moons ago. So I'm not about to buy fabric, number one. And then I didn't want to buy, I saw a quilt pattern that I was really, like, I was that close to buying it, but it was a kit, so it had all the fabric in it. It looked like it was they said it was a beginner quilt. It looked easy, lots of just straight lines, no like points and stuff like that. But the colors in it was very vintage Christmas looking, and I really wanted it. And I'm like, really, like, be real. When are you going to find time to make that? I need to be working on my own stuff. So I didn't get it. But I did show you guys I showed you those two kits. They were wool applique kits, and I want to get those made for Christmas presents for this year. So anyways, that's all I bought. I always feel weird going to an amazing store like that and then just buying a couple little dinky things like that. But I just really didn't need anything. It was more about the experience, you know, of checking that place out, and it was amazing. Then I got to Amana, and it was really too late to do any shopping. So I just went out and had a little salad and a beer, sat outside and just relaxed after, you know, driving all day long. It was an 8-hour drive to Muscatine, and then it was another hour drive northwest to Amana. So I just chilled that night. I got up early the next morning, and I saw a lot of activity over, because I stayed at the hotel right across the street from, is a motel, I guess. It's not a hotel. I don't know. Anyways, right across the street from the Price Creek Event Center. And I saw there was a lot of activity. You know, I just wanted to see if they needed help setting up or anything. So I messaged Michelle, and she said, come on over. And I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that so early because I really got to go find some coffee. So I walked down to this little bakery and then got some coffee. And anyways, I made it over there, and I got there like right at the tail end of helping them get things ready. So anyways, I sat with, so at my table, there was me, Lori, Texstylust. I got to meet her, and I mean, is she absolutely amazing? I mean, I knew she was from her videos, and the fact that she is, you know, BFFs with Lisa Smith, I knew she was amazing before I even met her. But now that I know her, I was like, oh, she's truly amazing. And then across from me was Kindred Stitcher, Lisa Smith, and it was just great to connect with her again this year. And then we saved 2 chairs because Kathy Lounsbury was coming in, and then Aggie Rachel on Instagram. Her name is Rachel Ferreira. She is amazing. Kathy, I knew was amazing. I met Kathy at the Garden of Quilts. She's also a model stitcher of mine, so we've connected. Even, oh my gosh, it was hilarious. We kept finishing each other's sentences and we'd go jinx. It was funny. We did it 3 times within 2 days. Like, said the same thing at the exact same time. It's too funny. And then Donna sat next to Lisa Smith. I met her last year too. She is awesome. What is that? Anyway, I love her. And then Suzette, Primitive Stitcher, was on the other side of Lori. And then there was Jen from Jen Stitching Niche. I hadn't met her before. And then next to her was Theresa Venette, and across from them was Suzy Reno. And I mean, it was incredible. And oh, I don't want to leave anyone's name out, but I got to meet Carol, Saltbox Stitcher, and we all know and love her. And then, of course, Brenda from Brenda and the Cereal Starter. She made it, and I was so happy that she was healthy enough to come and hang out for the weekend, and she looked like she was having a blast. And so we would have Friday and Saturday, we had lunch and dinner together at Price Creek. So it was catered. So we all went, you know, and ate in the same room. But you sat with different people. Like, it was awesome because I sat with different people every single time. I mean, it was me and Kathy. We sat together every time, but we sat at different tables every time. And dinner Saturday night, I got to sit at a table with Brenda was next to me, and then Carol was next to Kathy, and then 2 other super sweet ladies were there. I'm so bad with names. I'll put the names there if I can remember. I'm so sorry, but they were so sweet too. I mean, everybody was just amazing. Shauna Rogers and Kyle. I get to meet Kyle Rekemeyer. So Shauna, I knew from last year at the fall retreat. I sat next to her. So she sat behind me, and then Kyle Rekemeyer was right behind me. I got to meet Tara. Tara and LaDonna have a new Flosstube together called, I'll put it down here, I don't remember. It's True Crime and Cross Stitching or something like that. So it was really nice to meet her because I just started watching their Flosstubes, so I didn't know anything about Tara before I started watching the Flosstubes. And then she had mentioned she was going to the retreat. I'm like, I get to meet her too. It was so awesome. And then I got to meet Shannon. Is it Shannon Bromo? Shannon's amazing. So she's one of my Patreons, or one of my patrons in Patreon, and she is stitching something that's going to be released at Nashville. So she brought it and showed me. So that was super cool to meet her and then to see that. So we sat and visited for a little bit. Oh my Lord, I just don't want to leave anyone out. I mean, I've met so many amazing people, and everyone. Someone said this about the retreats. It was in someone else's video, and it wasn't about this retreat. It was about another retreat. But it's like this with every retreat. Everyone is just so nice, and there's no like cliques. There's, you know, like in high school, you know, we're all grown women. We have this common theme and common thread that we, you know, love needlework, and everyone's so happy to be together, and spirits are just high, and everyone's happy. And oh, and I got to meet Marcy Thiessen. Oh, She's amazing too. And of course, the guest designer was Brenda Gervais. So I know Brenda from, going to Nashville all these years. One time at Nashville, Kevin and I sat with her and her husband and had a really nice chat. Had a couple, I think we were having cocktails. I don't know, Kevin and I were anyways. I don't know if they were, but we, normally at Nashville, it's just so busy that we don't get to, hang out and visit like we would like to. So it was really good to see her. Well, let me just get started. So it was kind of funny. I didn't think about buying things from people at the retreat. So I didn't have a lot of cash on me because I'm a debit card girl. Well, I had to go to the ATM twice while I was there. But the very first thing I bought was from Kindred Stitcher, Lisa Smith. I got one of her project bags, and I could not be more happy about that. Look at this fabric, you guys. Is that not the coolest fabric? I don't know who made the fabric, but I know Lisa stitched this beautiful bag. And she had a stack of them, and they were gone in no time. And I love all the little special things that people put on their bags for zipper pulls. So thank you, Lisa. I absolutely love this. Lori Texstylust, she had these really cool notebooks. Look at that. That is, I don't remember exactly, but I think that is stamped on this. This material is like a leather or something, but it's the same material that on your denim jeans, the little leather tag that is on your jeans, it's that same material. And then there's a little notebook inside, the notes. And I thought, I was like, oh, I'll be so bummed when I used it or use all the paper. And then I realized that comes out and you can refill it with more paper. So how cool is that? It's just wait. I just love that Santa. So thank you, Lori, for bringing goodies for us to purchase. Oh God, where to start? So, I said I wasn't gonna get into buying. Well, I said it to myself. I don't think I actually ever said it on Flosstube, but I said to myself, I don't need to get into buying all these project bags. Well, too late. I'm totally into that now. So then Michelle, Mama Loves You GB, she started the great floss drop exchange that's like worldwide and super cool. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm probably not going to get into that. I love the idea, but I don't use floss drops. So I'm probably not going to do that. Well, everybody, okay, maybe not everybody, but many, many people at the retreat are heavy into this floss drop exchange. So people were coming around and just putting stuff, at your spot. And, you come back from shopping or come back even from just going to the bathroom and there would be something new sitting in your spot. So I have so many floss drops. I'm not going to show them all. I will show you them maybe as I use them. But, oh my gosh, Kathy Lounsbury, she gave me a bunch. Her photo is strawberries, handmade strawberries, and she has it like in a shaker box lid. Beautiful photography, and she had them in this little cute little bag. Jen Stitching Niche, oh, with her succulents. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And then Marcy Thiessen, she's such a doll. But hers, I guess I am going to show you. I wasn't going to, but hers are all the beautiful textiles that she has in her home. So those, I want to see her home. Let's just say it sounds like she lives in a castle. And then Cross Stitch Fancies. I don't know who that is. Cross Stitch Fancies on Instagram. Yeah, Cross Stitch Fancies on Instagram. How cute is this? It's a little sheep running with a bee skep and some bees. I don't know if these are coming in or not. So she's got the ring in there and everything. And then Theresa Sullivan. This is a primitive hair design, Season of the Witch. And Tara had stitched it and she took a picture of it. So that's her cute floss drop. So thank you, Tara. Texstylust, of course, Lori McCleary. She took a picture of these beautiful ornaments. Isn't that pretty? So pretty. Well, this one is from Sue Fisher. It's a photo of Hocking Hills State Park. How cool. So, let's see. On Instagram, she is SUBY Stitches. So how pretty is that? And then she has this cute little tag on it as well with the ring. So thank you, Sue. I don't know who gave us this, but how cute. It's got candy canes and some tea in it. Again, you would go to the bathroom or you would go to lunch or you'd go do something. You come back and you'd have new stuff at your table. Look at this little cute package. How cute is that? It's got that a little clip, the Santa head. Oh my, there's all kinds of goodies in here. This is from Kay Dunlap. Thank you, Kay. I hadn't opened this like a silly girl. How cute. And there's some charms. Oh my gosh, a cute Merry Christmas button. Look at this Santa. Isn't he cool? How sweet. So, yeah, I gave away a pattern to everybody, and I did it like the first little bit it was open, and but I guess I didn't realize that so many people were going to bring gifts like this. So I was like, man, I'm really glad I gave away a pattern because I didn't have time to like make anything, and I have not done any of the floss drop thing because I wasn't going to do it, you guys. But I'm hooked now, you know how that goes. And next, we have this adorable package from Michelle. Isn't it super cool? But I love that she put dark chocolate in there because not many people like dark chocolate. Ooh, organic black tea. Look at Farmgirl Dry Goods. Look at her cute floss drops. I think, is that Mabel? I can't remember. Does it say on there? It does not say on there, but that was the first goat that she ever had. She explained that in her last floss tube. Caramel apple pops, those are the best. And then, I don't know, what do we got here? How cute is this packaging? Ooh, spiced apple cider. How nice. And then she also gave us this cutely wrapped mug, and it had some other goodies in it, but I ate some of the goodies out of it. But there's a candy cane, there's some Hershey Kisses, and this adorable Christmas mug. I love that. Thank you so much, Michelle. And then she came around again, like every day she gave us stuff. And this little Halloween bag, it's got this cool pencil in it. I'm wrong. That is not from Michelle. I swear it was Michelle handing these out. But it must not have been. I'm so sorry. This is from Vicky. Vicky Epen. She is, oh, I thought maybe she had her Instagram on here. SpunSugarQuilt.com. Starburst, this super cool mechanical type pencil. And there was something else in there, but I ate it. remember what it was. So thank you, Vicki. Oh my gosh. So many goodies. And then my sweet friend, Kathy Lounsbury, she not only gave me a packet of her floss drops, but she also makes these little waxers. Oh, I probably should just take it out. This woman is ridiculously talented, let me just tell you. But look at the little waxer she made and gave to me. Look how cool that is. So thank you, Kathy. And she also gave me, look at this little pin keep. How adorable is that? Awesome. So thank you, Kathy. Like I said, we bonded and had so much fun together. She is one heck of an interesting person. She has the most interesting childhood ever. And no one can top it. I'm just telling you right now. I wish she had a floss tube because she needs to share her stories. At dinner Saturday night, she was sharing some of her stories with the table. And Carol, Saltbox Stitcher, she says, you really need to write a book. You need to write a book. I mean, it would be fascinating to read. But I also got a waxer from Donna. There we go. She had a whole bunch of them, and she's just getting into making them. I think she said her neighbor has these. I can't remember exactly, but so thank you, Donna. Love that. Okay, so then we had an opportunity to go to Brenda's pop-up shop. Who wouldn't go, right? And I was so happy to see that it wasn't just her cross-stitch patterns. Even though I did buy one of her patterns, and I'm gonna stitch it because I've been watching y'all stitch this. And every time I see it, my heart dang near stops because I think it is absolutely beautiful. Caroline Amelia trowels, so I had to buy this. And I don't know when I'm gonna be able to stitch it, but I had to have it. Love it so much. So I got that. I'm going to put them back in the bag as I put them away. But before I found that, well, and then this kit. P is for pumpkin. There's no stitching involved because the fabric it's printed on. So it's just about putting this thing together, and she gives you the pumpkin stem. So I'm going to make that because I think that's really cool. I'd like to get that done before Thanksgiving so I can have it sitting out. And then she had other super cool things that you could purchase. I got this little box, paper mache box with a cute little vintage looking squirrel on the front. And inside are blackened beeswax acorns. How stinking cute is that? Oh, just to have that sitting out in my house. That's got to go up to the house. Then she had these cool little things sitting there. So if you open it, it's a little tomato with a couple pins in it. And then some vintage buttons in the bottom. And this cool tape measure ribbon, which I think is hilarious because I just bought some similar to this. But I love how she had it all tucked so cute in this little container. And then there was another little container, and it had, same container, and it has this really cool, I'm going to hang this on my Halloween tree with my other waxers from Taylor Nash. And then just a little piece of bittersweet to go with it. How cool. So yeah, that was in this cool thing. So now that I've showed you guys this, I can put that on my tree. And always just know that that came from Brenda. And then she had these awesome sewing trays. So they're wooden sewing trays, and then she put in just prints of her antique stitched pieces. It's called, it says a needleworker's tray on the back. Isn't that cool? So yeah, set that and have all your goodies sitting there while you're stitching. Super excited to have these things from Brenda. So thank you, Brenda. Also, I'm going to insert some pictures here. Brenda did an amazing lecture. I was so impressed. I was so impressed. She just spoke with such eloquence and grace and thoughtfulness, and it really impressed me, because I know, you know, doing those kind of things, you know, is a little bit nerve-wracking, but you would never know if she was nervous or not, because she did such a spectacular job. But she talked about show towels. Well, I had never even heard of such a thing. So just a little bit about it. She happened to purchase one, and she really loved it, and so she purchased another one, and she said, you know, I had 2 of them, so now it's a collection. So she's got, I think, a total of 13 show towels now. So but after she bought the second one, she thought, you know, I really need to research this and find out what are these show towels. And so she did this lecture about the show towel, and it was just so good and so interesting. And she talked about how it's a Pennsylvania Dutch tradition, I guess you could call it. But so young girls would do needlework, make samplers, a marking sampler, to learn how to stitch and how to do the alphabet and all of those things. And they would stitch, you know, their initials on their garments and all these different things, okay, and textiles for the home. Well, when they got a little bit older, then they would work on their show towel. Now, the show towel was something that was not used. It was purely for show. So they would stitch on really, really fine linen, and they would make these show towels. And they would use them for like their wedding, or maybe they would bring them out for a funeral. Later, after the young girl got married, then she would display it in her home by hanging it on her door. And Brenda was saying that a lot of the doors in the Pennsylvania Dutch time, in that era, the doors were either red or blue. So a lot of the stitching that you see on these show towels have red or blue stitching in them. We got to, you know, she had them hanging, as you can see from the pictures, but you got to go up, you know, and look really closely at the stitching. And I'm telling you, this was like way over 40 count, and probably 56 count. I mean, just very, very fine linens. They also did, I wish I was taking notes when Brenda did her lecture, because I can't remember what this kind of stitching is, but it's not stitching, but how they would do a darning stitch, and then they would pull the linen threads out, and it would leave this. I'll just insert pictures so you can see it. It's easier to see it than for me to explain it to you. So she did an amazing lecture, and then after that, she showed us what she designed specifically for the people that were at the retreat. So we all went, because, you know, who doesn't love Brenda Gervais designs, right? And, you know, even us fellow artists and designers can appreciate such beautiful work. So she gave us this box, and I will show you everything that came in the box. So when you open it, it had this beautiful, it looks like candy canes to me, tissue paper. I also had her sign it, and I got my picture taken with her. As she was doing her lecture, she also, here, I'll show you this. She gave us this, Pennsylvania Dutch show towels, the work of young girls. And so you can see this amazing stitching.
So this here is what I was talking about. She said they would do like a darning stitch and make this design, and then they would pull threads out to make it look like that. I mean, it's just incredible. And then look at that, was my favorite too. She said that was one of her favorites, but anything with an eagle on it. I mean, is that just fabulous or what? So yeah, this is the way I pass my time. So cool. And so that's right. Before we got the box, I'm jumping ahead of myself because it's just so exciting. She gave us this before she handed out her retreat piece. Okay, so in this adorable little bag, Pennsylvania Dutch pin keeps. This is the way I pass my time. All these, so we got 3 little patterns in there. And these were designs taken, I believe, from those show towels that she had there. Is that cool or what, guys? Okay, and then inside our box, we got this adorable needle minder. Ho, ho, ho. Is it clear? I can't see if it's clear or not. Why does it do that? It's really irritating. Okay, and then we got this amazing, absolutely incredible floss drop. Look at that. It's a snowflake with one of her. Well, that's an image from the design that she gave us. So we got that. We got all of the floss and linen for the retreat piece, including the little beads and the ribbon. And you'll see in the piece what that's for. And here is the retreat piece. So she talked about how she loves, you know, Amana and how we all adore the buildings there. And just the Amana colonies and the history of it is absolutely incredible. But the visual, the beauty of these buildings is just to die for. And so she replicated one of the buildings and put Candy House on it because she said that, you know, candy canes and things like that just remind her so much of Christmas. And she tried to envision what it would look like at Christmas time in Amana. I would love to go to Amana in December. I really would, with snow and the buildings. Oh my gosh. And can you imagine the Christmas lights? And so that's what she did when she came up with this piece with the little Santa Claus and the reindeer and the little snowman and the cardinals. Just absolutely beautiful. But wait, there's more. She also gave us a little bonus piece. Rudolph and Friends. Ah, this little ornament or pillow or whatever you want to make it into, but look how cute. So super sweet. Yeah. So, oh yes, and you know, you can't forget the delicious candy cane candies. So thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much for the most amazing retreat, you know, gifts, pieces, or whatever. And just, now I have 2 Brenda Gervais patterns, 3 actually, if you include the small patterns to stitch. So, as if that wasn't enough, we had the smalls exchange later after dinner on Saturday. And that was a hoot and a holler. So last year was my first time ever going to a retreat, and they had the smalls exchange, and nobody, it was one of those where
everyone gets a ticket or a number, and then they draw the number and you go pick out of the group of packages and gifts, okay? You pick yours, you open it, everybody gets to see it, everybody oohs and ahs, and then they draw the next person's number. So the next person can either open a new gift or steal from the first person. And, you know, it kind of goes like that. Well, last year, no one was stealing from each other. I think maybe 2 things got stolen. So Michelle had a great idea, and this time there were some what they called mandatory steals. So some of the numbers, when they pulled them out, it would just say mandatory steal. So you had to steal. You could not pick a new one. So anyways, I opened up the cutest drum. I loved it. I wanted it. And it was a Brenda Gervais drum. And anyways, of course, it got stolen. So then I went and stole Kathy Lounsbury's. Kathy made it. I didn't steal it from Kathy. I'm going to go get it. You guys have to see. So Kathy made this adorable retreat small, which is not that small. And it's so doggone cute that she got orders to make 15 more of these. She has to make 15 more of these, but look how cool this is. And you might be thinking, well, that's not cross stitch. Well, hold on, this little guy. There we go. Look, he's got a tin star with a button on it. I mean, are you kidding me? Yeah, you're thinking, well, that's not cross stitch. It also came with this. A Brenda Gervais needle book. Are you kidding me? So Kathy Lounsbury, her business is It's So Stitchy. And look, she even put needles in there. It's got little pockets. This flips up and there's a little pocket there. You stick your needles in that wool piece. Look at the back. How cute. And then you tie it with this. But look at that. 2 little buttons, that little button there, and then on the star there's a little button. I mean, that is so stinking cute. So did I make out or what? I just absolutely love these. Kathy, thank you so much for being an amazing stitcher, because like I think I mentioned earlier, she does model stitching for me. Not only is she an amazing model stitcher, she is an amazing friend. She is quite the gift giver when it comes to the Smiles Exchange. Yeah, and she has the best stories. I'm blessed to know her. So I think that's it, guys. I showed you all the goodies that I got. I talked about, I mean, I hope I didn't leave anything out. I want to end this by saying, Michelle Ruedy, wow, your retreats are like none other. I just connected with so many people and had the time of my life and formed so many friendships, and I cannot wait to come back in the spring and see everybody that's coming back in the spring. And if you don't make it to the spring one, hopefully I see you at the fall one. Yeah, that's one retreat I will make every time that I possibly can. So thank you so much, Michelle, for all your hard work. I can't even imagine what it takes to put something on like this and just have it flow so well, and it just went off without a hitch. I just can't, I'm gushing. I just can't say enough. Meeting Kyle Rekemeyer, are you kidding me? So we finally got to have our beer together. So yes, thank you so much, everybody that handed out gifts. And if I missed your gift or I didn't get your name right or something, I truly apologize. So many people that I met there that I didn't mention. Just know everybody that I met. I just enjoyed our conversations, and it was just a blast. So I'm so excited to go to the next one, and I need to wrap this up. Okay, guys, until next time, don't forget, create every day. Bye.